Well, Leanne, it was certainly a dramatic comeback win in Champions League qualifying tonight. You must be so proud of the squad for their efforts.
Look, it was a great game. I thought in terms of our quality, probably took us just a little bit in that first half to get going. I always think it's these types of games, you're never really sure what you're going to get. I think we felt like we had prepared well enough for the game. We thought we understood our opponent. But until you're out there in that first kind of 10-15 minutes and you settle your way into the game, but I thought the players were first class in terms of getting after it, winning that physical battle early on. Probably had a couple of decent half chances in the first half that perhaps would have just taken the edge off the game for us a little bit. And then when we get in at half time, it felt the way some games last season felt, where you've got a lot of control and you're not under too much pressure, albeit for set pieces and a couple of flash points. Slavia certainly carried a threat, but we didn't want to become complacent the second half, and when you fall behind in the game it then becomes almost an uphill battle. But I thought the players were first class in how they responded to that, and the energy, the way we had planned the game, and the players that we knew we had on the bench to come on and impact the game. I felt really did that.
Yeah, and even at this stage of the season to go the distance, but we tell them for the players for the efforts they've put in over pre-season, and goals coming from two defenders, it's big moments, everyone stepping up.
Well, it's brilliant in terms of the goals, but I think the team performance was the most pleasing aspect. It really felt like there was a massive togetherness, and it's not easy to get that at this stage of the season. We know it's always going to be difficult, it's always going to be challenging in terms of a condensed pre-season and what we had in terms of that schedule coming into these games. But you could see the togetherness, as I say, the quality in certain moments. I felt the way that we used the ball, but most importantly our quality and enthusiasm. We got up the pitch and get after it. We forced Slavia into making so many mistakes and unforced errors, and we had real control in the game, and I think that's what's really pleasing.
And now Saturday's final to prepare for against Ajax. How do you sort of ready the players to go again after a gruelling night tonight?
Look, it'll be tough, and that's something that we've not yet had to do in that kind of quick turnaround. But in terms of the resources that we have and the staff, the fact that we're at home, that was always going to be the advantage in terms of hosting this group. We can get right back to the training centre tomorrow. We'll look to rest and recover as much as we possibly can. It won't be easy, that's the reality, and it's going to be telling on a few bodies, but we've got a squad there. We've got a group of players that are ready to go. As I say, the players that come off the bench tonight definitely impacted the game, and they'll for sure impact that second game. We're going to need everybody, but it's an exciting prospect. It was the game that we wanted. We seen the result in terms of that first game. I went along myself and watched that for the most part, and when you see that Ajax are the team that win, then you'll of course want to then get yourself the result this evening and make sure that you set up that type of tie. So it'll be an exciting one, it'll surely be an enjoyable one, and hopefully we can go and perform very similar to what we've seen tonight.